April is World Autism Month, and an Alabama nonprofit is making sure everyone can enjoy attending major events like the World Cup this summer. Now, big events can often be overstimulating for people on the spectrum, so KultureCity partners with major sports and entertainment venues to develop inclusive spaces for autistic fans and their families. To date, they've contributed to 7,000 sensory accessible sites, building nearly 1,000 sensory rooms around the world. You hear numbers like that, and that is incredible. This morning, we are joined by actress and autism activist Holly Robinson Peete, who you're going to see this Friday on Boston Blue, plus Season 48 Survivor contestant and KultureCity ambassador Eva Erickson, and co-founder of KultureCity, Dr. Michele Kong. Ladies, thank you so much for being here to talk about this very important topic. Dr. Kong, I want to start with you. What led you to create KultureCity?
We started KultureCity 12 years ago because of our personal experience. Our eldest, Abram, is a non-speaking autist, and his younger brother, Judah, who's 15, together they made us realize that when a family has an individual with a disability in it, access to community can be really hard. It can be really hard to go out for sporting events, to restaurants, and we saw the isolation in real time. And so we created KultureCity because we wanted it to be where there is not an issue with access and that everyone can belong, and no matter how you are or who you are, you can be part of the celebration of life, whether it is going to a game, whether it's going to FIFA, whether it's going out to a restaurant to enjoy a meal with your family.
I love that concept about accessibility. Talk to us more about that, Holly, because your foundation partners with KultureCity to make sure those on the spectrum can enjoy NFL games, and get into an NBA stadium and enjoy it just like everybody else. What does that mean? What are the accommodations? And why is that so crucial for you?
Well, it's so emotional sitting here with Michele and Eva just because of how long we've been advocating for about 25 years now. Wow. But when my son RJ was a little boy, his daddy was an NFL quarterback. And when he would struggle to go to these venues, he'd be on sensory overload the whole time. All the other kids are running around getting autographs and throwing footballs, and RJ was stemming and flapping and twirling. And it was a really difficult place to be. So to fast forward all these years and to see what they've built at KultureCity, to be able to go to these venues and go to these games and have a sensory room, it's amazing. So this is just great work that they're doing.
Yeah, I love the context because it's, all the things that you guys just described, right? Those are core memories for me growing up with my family that's going to stick with me, and being able to provide those opportunities to folks that struggle with autism, that is so important. I love that you have created those spaces. Eva, you were the first openly autistic contestant on Survivor, became, I think, probably an inspiration for many people. What made you want to get involved with KultureCity? How has it helped you?
Oh my gosh, getting to be on Survivor and share my story meant so much. And when KultureCity reached out to me with this opportunity to continue using this platform to help others and share that how my autism, that's just part of who I am. And yes, it makes me different and gives me challenges. And sometimes I am that person who's stimming and flapping in a public space, and that can be hard, but know that that's okay, and that the world needs to be accepting of people like me. And KultureCity is really all about that, creating inclusion and acceptance. And so getting to represent such an amazing organization and help others know that it's okay to be different and that you can find joy and acceptance in these spaces that we all want to go to sports, to events, that you are welcome there and there's a space for you.
What really jumps out to me is that there are people who may not consider themselves as on the spectrum or having autism who would also love a sensory space at some of these events. Whenever I see the type of accommodations that are made with less intense lighting, less intense noise, I'm like, sign me up. So, Dr. Kong, speak about that, how really it might be more for those who are specifically diagnosed. There might be another group who'd be open to this as well.
You're absolutely right. In some ways, it's for everybody, right? But it's also understanding that 1 in 4 of us have an invisible disability where your senses are overwhelmed.
1 in 4.
1 in 4. It could be autism. We're celebrating Autism Month this month, but it could be PTSD. It could be dementia. It could be, someone with a seizure. And so, understanding that, just as Eva and Holly you have mentioned, they want to be there. They want to belong. They want to be part of that festivity, whatever it is. But it's hard because people don't understand you. They don't know how to communicate with you. They don't understand why you have these big body movements. It's because the lights are too bright and it's too loud. So I think foundational to what we do at Culture City is education, right? Teaching the understanding that once you have the knowledge, then you understand. And once you understand, the hope and goal is that you'll have empathy, because now you see through a different lens of why it is like that. And saying that, you know what, we can all be together, and whatever it is that we're doing, we can do it together.
And I'm curious, Holly, about, I mean, I rattled off those stats at the beginning, 7,000 sensory accessible sites, 1,000 sensory rooms around the world that you guys have been involved in building. This also seems like a great thing for these venues too. Oh, yeah. From a business perspective, frankly,
business.
You're bringing people in.
Inclusion is good business. Yeah. I mean, it's getting a bad rap these days, but it is good business. And like I said, to have been doing this for so long and seen how it wasn't available for our kids or people that have anxiety or other issues, and the difference is huge. So just great work, and I'm just so excited to be here with these ladies talking about this amazing organization and the things that we're doing.
Well, we appreciate you all putting a spotlight on this, not too intense of a spotlight, but a gentle spotlight on a topic I think we should all know more about. So folks can head to your pages to learn more. Holly, Eva, and Michelle, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.